Hi everyone, Troy here. Thanks for watching No Go Do. Just straight off the cuff, I am incredibly excited. I'm so excited for this channel, where I believe it's going to be going, and just what I feel I'm carrying within me to be able to contribute to you and those who I hope, as this channel grows and expands across the world, which is the absolute pleasure of a tool like YouTube. And it basically births from kind of like a motto that I've carried for many years now, more like a definition of professionalism. And no go do basically implies and encourages us to see professionalism and basically that your approach to life and everything you want to commit to in life. Know what you need to do, get there on time, and do it. Yes, you can expand on each of those and write volumes and volumes and volumes. But you know what? The reality is we don't carry volumes and volumes and volumes with us each day. We are in the day and age where instant gratification, instant information is pretty much what we're looking for. So, you know, we each have a frame of reference. We each have an idea. We each have an arena that we live in. Our work, recreation, family, our hobbies, our talents, who you are, your background, positive and negative. You've got an arena that you operate in. And basically, whatever you are part of, whether you feel it's temporary, whether you have greater dreams, whatever the case might be, you are where you are now, and you need to learn to dominate that arena. That's the fact of the matter. Know what you need to do in life. Whether you like it or not, get there on time and do it. Now, I'm not saying that that motto should have you crush your dreams, and that's exactly what this video is about. Basically, my encouragement to you, and when I say you, this video in particular, and I certainly hope this channel will open up loads of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement for anyone, regardless of age. My initial focus and drive, as I do live in South Africa, and I just look at the situation that we're in at the moment, and I'm not talking politics, I'm talking socio-economic. We're living in a world probably in the greatest time, as I've heard it said before as well, and I agree with it 100%. You know, about 15, 20 years ago, we were tapping into the internet, we were tapping into social media, instant messaging and so on, and it was something that we could look forward to. We are there now, fully thriving 100%. We are in the arena of the World Wide Web, social media, and many platforms regarding social media. And so basically what we need to do is we need to embrace that. How is that going to work for you? And it's working for millions at the moment. And my encouragement to you is for you to find a way that the arena, the platform, that the youngsters get so thumped every single day about being involved in and being a part of, it's not a negative platform. Make it work for you. That's the key. Make it work for you in a wise, well-educated way, and you'll surprise yourself, as I hope will happen. And I'd love to be getting feedback from that. I speak to youngsters as I am a teacher, and I witness their development and their progress through life. Many who struggle with personal issues, social issues, some who have actually tapped in and have really just opened up doors of opportunity for them, and that's what I just want to mention now. Opportunity is rich. It's richer than it has ever been before. And you youngsters in particular, but anyone who feels they're in a dead-end job, working a 9 to 5, and just has the dream and the desire to want to get out of it, drive that dream with a realistic ambition. Do all the bits and pieces you need to do. Dot the I's you need to do. Cross the T's that you need to do. Stop the quick fix dreams. It's not going to happen. The reward is in the effort. And the effort towards the passion you have. So when I talk about platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even YouTube, the danger that has is that it presents a good product, but many people, ill-informed, try and mimic and follow that person's dream. You have your own dream. Maybe it's been crushed by someone, maybe you've lost hope in it, but you are you, and you have something to give. And that is what I want you to hear right now. There are over 5 billion people on this earth. Millions and millions of them have something to contribute that will benefit you. It'll build you, it'll progress you, it'll pull you out from where you are and take you right through at a rampant rate. It'll excite you, it'll enthuse you, and it'll take you where you actually want to be. But I'm going to say this as well. There are as many people, millions and millions of people, who are waiting for what you have to give. That gift, that talent, that enthusiasm that you have, that someone might have crushed. I'm not even going to go into that now. I want to wake you up. Stop thinking that who you are and what you have to give is insignificant. I promise you now, there are millions out there using the platform that you are connecting to day in and day out. YouTube, Instagram, those are global platforms. They're not local platforms. They are global platforms. Use them to your advantage. I know some youngsters still in school that are dabbling in own business, entrepreneurial skills. And I've heard it said, maybe I'll post a link below, speaking about the difference between dabbling and mastering. If you're going to dabble, you're only going to apply yourself until the first hurdle comes. And those hurdles are going to come. If you're looking for a problem-free entrepreneurial opportunity, that's a wish list. But when you find what you enjoy, if you discover who you are, and you take that passion and you run with it, you will not feel like you're working a day in your life. And that is the dream. When I speak about South Africa, this is the nation of hope. There are seeds ripe to harvest in this country. Yes, if we look at the political arena, there might be a little bit of loose gravel at the top of the soil. Not concerned about that. Vote who you want to vote, go where you want to go. That's not the reason behind this. I'm talking to you as an individual. Discover who you are, feed that passion, and go and do something with it. Know who you are and what you want to do. Get down and start planning and devising. If it's an own business, entrepreneurial skills, whatever the case might be, tailor-make it to your passions, what you have to give. You have something to give. And I can prove it to you, as young as this channel might be of mine. I designed a logo, I set a theme around what I wanted to provide, motivation. I wasn't even detailing what direction I wanted to go into. I linked it to this YouTube channel. I then attached an Instagram account to that particular business, the same logo. I did this probably about 10, 11 o'clock at night. I had no posts. I opened up that Instagram account, indicated through my banner, my profile picture, what I was about, where I wanted to go. I followed 2 or 3 like-minded folk on Instagram. I just clicked follow, I went to bed. I woke up the next morning, I had 6 followers. Who you are and what you want to do in life will be an inspiration to millions. But I can tell you right now why you haven't done it yet. 2 particular reasons. Number 1, fear. And number 2, laziness. And laziness will be a byproduct when you can get over number 1. And of course, discover who you are and what your passions are. And there'll be many episodes to follow as we dive into personal fulfillment versus achievement. What is the difference? Is there a difference? Impetus versus cruising on momentum. And these are going to be handy tools as you develop who you are and what you want to do in life. But when I say fear, this is the first hurdle we need to overcome. Fear of man and fear of their opinion. We are too scared to step into the unknown because we fear the judgment of other people. And I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be there. But if you're running with who you are, and what you want to do, those little stumbling blocks will become stepping stones. You'll run on them. They'll actually energize you. Because as I've heard it said before, if you post something expressing who you are, your thoughts, your passions, and I'm not talking about putting crap onto YouTube and Facebook. If you want to be a knob on social media, then you need to sleep in the bed you make. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about pursuing your dream. I'm talking about pushing forward and starting to make something profitable with what you love and enjoy. That's what I'm talking about. So don't be scared. When you post something there will be 1 million people who might not like it. But there'll be more people who will be touched by it and enjoy who you are and what you want to offer and what you have to give and make it meaningful, as I'm sure it will be, being something birthed out of your passion and birthed out of your ambition. So fear of man, drop that thing now. Run and don't look behind. When you run towards a goal, you don't run towards a goal looking over your shoulder, because then you are going to crash into walls. You look at your goal, you run to it. So then you can see the obstacles, you can plan towards them, you can jump over them. Then, of course, the lack of material. What should I do? I've always wanted to have my own business. I've always wanted to do something. Don't mimic other people. We do watch a lot of people. We are inspired by them. I love listening to motivational talks by certain people. I'm not going to try and speak like them. That is not who I am. But I'm motivated by their drive. Sometimes I love their attitude. The profanities that come out of some of their talks, I can see where that energy comes from. I might not share things that way, but I love the passion. In every arena where you are learning, be prepared. There's always going to be some meat to eat. There's always going to be some bones to spit out. And that's the reality. When you're watching stuff, when you're reading books, when you're building your knowledge base, take the meat and spit out the bones. A lovely saying that I've heard and was taught to me many years ago by very close friends. So basically, as we build this channel, I'm going to leave you with the enthusiasm, and I hope that just by listening to me now, some sort of stirring has come up about you wanting to actually just re-look at this thing that you once had, this dream that you once had. Because if you lie in bed at night and the motivational thought comes, motivation is instantaneous. You'll wake up the next morning and that excitement, that drive might not be there anymore. Jot things down. Make an effort to go forward and say, right, if I have a job at the moment, let's keep it. Let's dominate that arena. If I don't like this job, I'm certainly still going to strive to be the best employee that I can possibly be. While I'm doing it, I'm going to get something started on the side, because my dream is going to be a reality, and that's how you need to see it. And the reality is this: life, you can learn many handles. I love reading books and listening to talks about 3 steps to this, 7 steps to that, 4 ways to get this. And they are very helpful. They give you little bite-sized pieces and handles to hold on to. But in reality, the passion must come from within. You don't go down the road wanting to pull out your piece of paper to remind yourself of 17 steps to do this next thing you're about to do. They're great ways of gaining motivation, but what you want is more than motivation. You want inspiration. You want something that's going to stick, something that's going to sit there. So as you are motivated by other people's walks and dreams and encouragements, take who you are and take what you have to give and just run with that. Because inspiration will give you the energy to overcome the hurdles that are going to be down the road. And in life, you do need to know your product, whatever the case might be. If your product is literally selling something, if you want to start a business that actually offers a service, even if that service is encouragement and motivation as a life coach, whatever the case might be, know what you need to talk about and be passionate about it. But the key thing in life is people. I believe this 100%. People. People are the reason why you will experience the most negative emotion possible. And people are the reason why you will experience the most positive and exciting emotion possible. And learn how to deal with people. Sometimes it involves biting your tongue, sometimes it doesn't. But what I want to leave you with now is basically blow the dust off the dream you once had, the desire you once had, Maybe even as you are enthused by this talk right now, play it again tomorrow to reinstall something. Yes, you might go home and the reality will hit. There's a family, there's chores. That's a part of life. We all have things that are realistic and we need to embrace it. We need to give that, not just the time, but the passion that it deserves. Learn to manage your time. My gosh, I'm running through rabbit holes here. So many things we'll discuss in future episodes. But again, I'm saying to you, ladies and gents, every single one of you has something that 1 million people on this earth are desperately waiting for. Do it. Do it. Know, go, and do. Chat later, folks.